And here, yep, there we go with more Sonic Adventure DX, and now we're going for a sub game.
Sub games are not fun.
Except for this one in this game, but that's another story.
Wait here.
Now the thing is,
Literally, it's another character story.
another character stories, you get like a shit ton of sub games to do, and they're not fun.
Well, no, not a shit ton. Like, heck, you don't even have to do. You don't even really have to do any of them except for a select few.
Yeah, but they're still not fun. Oh my god, magical trees! Wait a minute, what? Like, since when did we get into the industrial age? Oh yeah, this
It's
song.
the Tornado!
Mark 1.
Yes, Mark 1.
Yeah, and then like, we get the Mark 2.
Later.
Yeah.
Sonic, hop in.
Hop in! Don't you mean hop on?
Yeah, he's not actually in the...
He never is when you think about it. In any Sonic game, Sonic
Actually, it's a really odd nitpick, but it kind of annoys me how he's on the back of the plane rather than on the wing, like he was in the original games.
Yeah, but I was gonna point out, if you actually notice that every time there's a Sonic and Tails
and
scene,
something I didn't know for the longest time about this mini game is that you can shoot missiles.
I knew about that for a long time.
Like, it took me forever. Like, I was trying to get all the emblems so I could play as Metal Sonic, and one of the requirements for that is to get 8,000 points in this level, and all I could ever get was like 1,000 because I only knew how to shoot forward like that.
Really, you can play as Metal Sonic in this game.
Yeah, after getting all 130 emblems, which I am not going to do, so don't ask.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say you can actually play as Metal Sonic because it's just basically Sonic with a metal.
Pretty much. You can only play in trial mode in Sonic's levels, and it's basically the exact same thing.
That's kind of stupid when you think about it, though.
I'm blind!
Oh God! One hit you. One actually made contact. Contact.
Context?
Context,
What is
yes.
context?
It's context. Context sensitive.
You're context sensitive.
Uh,
How's that for context sensitive?
Actually, if you actually remember the N64, if you remember the game Conquer's Bad Fur Day, the entire game was basically you just knowing when to use context sensitive. When the game was basically, there was a game called Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, I know about that game.
Yeah, the entire game was basically all about context sensitive, how context sensitive the game was, and how well it was just gonna put you into the situation so that way you never lose.
Whatever all that means.
It basically means there were moments where you think you were gonna die, but there was a button you could just press and everything was okay, and you instantly beat everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like, it's basically you stand on this button, you stand on this panel with like Conquer begins with C.
Yeah.
And basically it basically has the letter B on it, that stands for Bad Fur Day. And basically when you stand on it and you press the B button, it basically gives you something to help you every time, so that way you never lose.
We did it.
Way to go!
I've never actually played that game. I kind of want to eventually.
No, I have an N64 emulator I can use.
But it reminds me of one song that I've heard from that game, though.
What?
A Great Mighty Pooh.
Oh yeah. Oh here.
I am the Great Mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you.
That entire game censored every word but fuck. Well, actually, no, it did censor every word, every curse word in language.
I do want to play that game eventually. I wonder if I can.
I have an emulator that plays it.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to let me play that at some point. He's
a missile
falling.
He's a bomb. You know.
That's a very 8-bit falling sound effect. Like,
Tails?
honestly, how hard could it have been to import a recording of the, like, the falling sound effect from the Roadrunner cartoons?
Oh yeah. Hey, look, he's running in place.
That is a lot in this game.
And then there's that random little girl. Like, I feel like she's supposed to be important somehow, but it never tells anything. Like, she never shows up again.
Huh.
Oh God.
Oh wait, I went the wrong way.
You always go the wrong way.
Oh, shut up.
You're supposed to go up the elevator, down the escalators, and then through the mall and through the hall of girly sense.
Wait, what? What did you say?
I said you're supposed to.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Long time no see.
I said you're supposed to go up the elevator, down the escalator, and through the hall of girly sense.
The perfume department?
Yes!
No! I hate perfume, by the way.
I can never stand perfume because the thing is, like someone else I know, I don't smell the perfume, I smell all the other chemicals.
Yeah, hear that, female viewers? Lay off the perfume a bit.
Too much perfume is a bad thing, it kills people.
No trains are currently in service.
Yep.
Much perfume is bad for you. Here's the thing. We can always keep constantly ranting about how we just ranted about how perfume is terrible for the sense of smell. Sometimes.
Okay, now you see how this cop is standing perfectly still.
And then that guy, and then he like.
I want him to lose the hat. Then like pay attention. Imagine him without the hat. And his suit is a bit darker. He's got it. Okay.
I'm trying to remember something. A very interesting little point that was pointing out.
Oh, hello, Mr. Robot. Wait, we're saying?
I remember something, a little bit interesting little, did you know information from, like, the Mario world. You remember Super Mario Sunshine with the great, what's his face, that, the guy who always wore that purple helmet?
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name, though.
The thing is, I don't remember his name either. The thing is, someone pointed out that if you actually took off the bucket, if you actually went into the game's graphics and took off the bucket...
What, like hack the game?
Yeah, hack the game and you took off that bucket. He's the running man from the previous Zelda games. You know, the mailman?
Is he?
Yeah.
Huh. That's an interesting little obscure Easter egg. I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up.
When I saw that, I was like, huh. That's interesting.
What Zelda game was...
Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Ah, okay. Oh, and here's some more 3D Blast music.
And now we have to jack this guy's ride, because that's what Sonic likes to teach you now.
No. Okay.
I actually didn't notice it for a while until I actually kept an eye on, during this level, I kept an eye on on my ring meter and the back of the command. I was like, oh, it's actually keeping some track of all the rings I collect.
Yep.
I didn't notice that like the first few times I played this minigame. Boom! Remember, kids, Sonic teaches you running over robotic monkeys with a hovercraft is good.
Now Robot PETA's gonna be on our case.
Robotic PETA, yeah.
Yes, Robot PETA.
Yeah. Yeah, because they always get so pissed off when video game animals are abused, but not when real animals are abused. No, because that makes sense. Boom. Oh. Boom! You ran him over. You won the game, Adam. Yay! Woo! Oh. Like, because no racing game is complete.
I'm loopy. No Sonic game is complete without a loop.
I was gonna say no racing game is complete without loops.
That too.
Woohoo! The game froze there.
I don't know. Happens.
Did you know there's an actual glitch where if you get into that, when you get to that part, it will actually toss you off to the side. Like, not to, like, towards the hole, it'll toss you, like, sideways for some reason.
You know what's something you can do in this level that's very hard to do? Like, when you, get to this part, you can, like, walk back out there onto the track. There's a little platform right below. And it's very hard to do, though.
What's on the platform? What will be the point of getting on that platform?
Shortcut. That's what. I got a strike.
Because getting strikes makes sense in a Sonic game. I mean, this isn't really Sonic anymore. It's now the Wii Sports. you got a double strike.
Except for Dreamcast, which Except for Dreamcast on the GameCube on the PS3.
Dreamcast, GameCube on PSP. And oh wow, I never knew about that shortcut.
Yep. Oh shit.
But it messes up with the camera, doesn't it?
Yeah, don't try that unless you know exactly what you're doing.
Which you don't.
Hey, I know what I'm doing, I just happened to fail that one time. Merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round of death.
No, I'm not trying that.
You just like decide to bonk your head on the ground, on the ceiling. The ceiling. That's what it was. Remember, you don't. You never really need to take a. You never really need to take a shortcut unless you're speedrunning the game. And then, even then, there's no benefit to speedrunning a game, is there?
Bragging rights.
That's stupid.
Well, you can get into the Guinness Book of World Records for speedrunning a game, specifically the Gamers Edition.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I still find it pointless. I mean,
kind of.
It's like you managed to memorize the entire map and all the shortcuts. Wow, you must feel like a nerd. That's why I'm glad I don't have a good memory with any game, with anything I play.
I always remember.
Oh God, he's trying to give you a hug.
I always have a good memory with whatever game I play. Like, if I play it once, chances are I can do it again with a much better performance.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I played this game and I got to this part, I saw this area. I was like, better catch her before that robot does. I always just assumed I'd go through the other door.
What, this door here?
Through the Twinkle Circuit and just hope I found her.
It's like I gotta go save Amy from a demonic robot, but first, go-karting!
And I stayed there for like 3 hours, game time, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? Because it doesn't really tell you what you're supposed to do.
Or, yeah, or in a Zelda game or something,
you just assume you have to know where to go.
Like I gotta save the world from Ganondorf, but first,
fishing!
Fishing, or bowling for bombs, or,
oh God!
Did I? How did that happen? What the hell?
Dude, Sonic was a pinball and he bounced off the walls. Watch out, if you do it again, you're gonna... Oh, there you go.
Nope. When you want me to fail, I won't fail.
That's the thing. When you want something, you'll never get it. That's why I never want anything.
But yet you always get it.
Yeah.
Got that speed up. Right.
I never really get speed ups in the Sonic game because it's... Whoa! What?
That's a weird...
Whoa!
Nailed it.
Oh, what? You stopped. And then the wall stops you because like, nope,
that's a weird glitch in this game. Like, his feet will go like super slow.
But he's moving at like Mach speed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know exactly why that happens.
You actually, for a second I saw like Sonic's feet vanish and like he floated for 5 seconds.
you know what would be cool in this game actually is
it's the glitch of running too fast.
Like, his feet just become literally a blur, kind of like it did in Sonic CD.
Yeah.
There's a lot of speed-ups in this level.
I don't remember there being that many
and the hitboxes on these spinner enemies got really weird in this game. Because, like... Oh,
You're killing the police!
They're the egg police.
Nah, this is where my brother will probably come in and go, fuck the police, I do what I want.
Imagine he just walks through the door right now and...
Fuck the police, I do what I want.
Yeah, exactly. And then just closes the door and goes back home.
Yeah. This part I tripped a lot on this part of the level, only because I'm very bad at figuring out space.
Yep.
And then... Oh, no, wait, it doesn't do that in this game, in this one.
What?
That one part's supposed to do something special, but I remember that's in Sonic Generations, I think.
What are you talking about exactly?
Where, like, after you go down that pipe, you basically... It starts raining police cars.
Oh, yeah, that's...
It only does that in Sonic Generations. I thought it did that in this one, too, but I was like...
No,
yeah,
it's just in Generations.
Now I'm disappointed, because that would be cool.
That would have been cool. Like, just to see all those police cars flying down and just slamming themselves. It was actually a nice little addition to the Generations rendition of this level.
Yeah. So, like, for every time you kill a policeman and you go down a hill, the policeman will chase you and crash into the ground. Remember, children, everything we tell you is a lie. But then again, everything we tell you is also the truth.
It's like Pinocchio saying, "My nose is gonna grow right now."
Yeah.
It's a paradox.
Or or it's like that riddle. Like a kid comes to a fork in the road, and there's this one guy. He's like, he will answer one question, and everything he says, and he'll not tell a lie, but he also won't tell the truth.
What?
That's how it goes. Like, or something. It's like rendition.
Is that the same riddle from that one episode in the original Yu-Gi-Oh series?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I know what you're talking about then.
And yet that robot's not getting run over by a train. Why?
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
But even though you get there before him, you still manage. He still manages to not get hit by the train. How?
Because he's not the I Like Trains guy.
You know what's cool?
What?
I actually got that song. I actually got the Alex Train song on my iPod.
Nice. I like trains.
I like trains. Okay,
that's enough.
Hey there, bolt brain. You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya.
I always notice that like the text that comes up is a little bit slower than the actual audio itself.
That happens sometimes.
Wait, don't you fight this guy?
As Sonic, no.
As Amy.
Yeah, you fight him as Amy in, what do you call it?
Gamma?
At the end of her story.
Right. I found fighting him to be a little bit of an annoyance. It wasn't hard, just a little bit of an annoyance.
And notice how there's not even an actual hole there. He just clips into the carrier.
I've lost her again.
No. It's like one of those where it's like there's a hole there. It's a hologram, so nobody thinks of like trying to like jump right in.
Like they counted on the graphics being so shitty, or in the original game, that they didn't think to put an actual hole there.
Yep.
And so in this port you actually see Zero, that's the robot's name, just clipping up into the ship.
And
what?
Do you know what I tried to do? I tried to get someone I knew to divide by 0.
What?
So basically, what Sonic does there when he gets the light speed attack, he goes like, he waves his arms up and down. He's praying. He's hailing the almighty orb of light.
Hello, Mr. Explorer Dude. Goodbye, Mr. Explorer Dude. Hello, Mr. Monkey. Goodbye, Mr. Monkey.
I found only that one specific time you use the homing attack where it's actually needed to be like, he goes around it first and then attacks it, where he could just dash right through it.
You know, in Sonic Adventure 2, when you use that attack, like, if you're not holding the analog stick forward, or the control stick forward, rather,
You go nowhere?
he'll just fly around the enemy for a long time before just stopping.
Yeah.
Like, this actually happened in, I think, a live stream that Ntom64 did this one time. What?
Who?
Hellfire Comms, you know that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ntom64 is basically the leader, quote-unquote, of that.
The quote-unquote leader. Because we think about in the
like he's one of the leaders. I think it was I think I read that it was him and Helldragon that founded Hellfire Cons.
That was actually pretty cool. The thing is, when you run past that one part where it explodes, it actually looks like Sonic gets recoiled from the explosion and actually flies forward. Like he's not running anymore; he just flies forward for a bit.
Yeah. And this is actually a really cool level, I think.
I like the music here. Can't say it's one of my absolute favorites.
Nah, not one of my favorites, but it's still pretty cool.
The powers of logic are now used in this part of the level.
Yeah. Whoa, hello.
That was a nice jump. What are you doing?
That was basically a shortcut. I could have gone down and around the long way, but no.
I always go down and around.
Whoa, hello.
Whoa!
I can't believe I jumped over that thing.
I can't believe you jumped over there without jumping off. I mean, it actually looks like you were about to jump off there. I thought this was interesting music to choose for inside of a volcano kind of inside of a volcano level.
Yeah. Like, you know how this is like supposed to be Angel Island?
Yeah.
Like, I think it would have been cooler if they gave this level thematics like the Lava Reef Zone from Sonic 3.
Oh!
Or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, rather.
Yeah. Maybe.
Like, just to make a... Because they already have a level called the Ice Cap Zone, which was a level in Sonic 3.
Homing attack. Remember, kids, bashing things in the face when they seem most vulnerable is a good thing. Maybe.
Homing attack is your friend.
Yeah, no, it's like, bashing things in the face with your head is always a good thing when they seem most vulnerable. I think. I don't remember.
Things in the head... Bashing things with your head, period, is always a good thing. Ah.
Maybe it's with Knuckles. I'm trying to remember because I remember those skulls used to have a button on them on their backs that stop them from shooting fire.
I don't know what you're talking about. God damn it! Thank you.
It might be with Knuckles though that I'm thinking about.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Those skulls that shoot the fire.
Yeah.
There used to be a top point where you could there was a button on their back. When you hit it, they stop shooting fire.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I remember seeing that. It's either in the first game or the second game. I don't remember.
Huh.
But it might have also have been with Knuckles because you have to punch the button.
Punch the button.
Yes, we don't push the button. We punch it. We punch it. Punch it. Don't press down.
Oh, it's you again.
It's like, hey, it's you again.
And you painted the plane a different color. What the hell?
Is that all the time?
And Sonic's just standing there. What are you doing, Sonic? And now suddenly on the plane.
You used magic, Adam. Magic.
Ooh, magic.
With Uzi. Yes.
I apologize, Brain Scratch Comps, for ripping off all your jokes, but
the thing is, you're funny.
Yeah, you guys are funny.
And also, there's the fact that I'm probably hyper on coffee right now. There's a possibility of that right now.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I had like 2 or 3 before I got here.
Oh god, so you're like really jacked up right now.
Yeah. That's what. Like, why can't I aim for that plane? I found the missile aiming system to be a little bit fickle sometimes.
You're controlling that cursor essentially.
Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes it has to be within a certain range, and then like you think it's good enough, but then it turns out nope, it's still too far away. And then it's like 3 feet away, and then it's like nope, you can't do anything about it. Shoot the mines before you get there.
You know, again, like I said earlier, I for the longest time did not know you could shoot missiles like that. Now I can't imagine playing this level without the missile shooting.
I mean, what good is a plane level without missiles? No matter what game, think about it, you're flying a plane. Do you shoot the missiles? There are no missiles. One! It's like, no missiles! You failed me for the last time! And then like, Hajimoto Hiroshima just comes out of nowhere, it's like, and fix the button system.
Hope you know what you're doing.
I'm trying to remember the creator of Mario. I don't remember his name exactly, because, you know, Japanese names.
Shigeru Miyamoto?
Yes. Or either him or I'm thinking of someone else.
Said it wasn't.
No, I was gonna say either him or I'm thinking of someone else who created a different game. I don't remember what game it was.
I have no idea what you might be thinking of.
It was like Hashimoto something or other.
It's not ringing a bell at all.
I think he created the Mario games.
That would be Shigeru Miyamoto, I think.
No, I thought. No, like first stage of development. Yeah, it's always different.
I have no idea.
Or maybe I'm thinking of the guy who created Final Fantasy. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the guy who created Final Fantasy.
I don't know who created Final Fantasy.
I think it was like Hajimoto something or other.
The only individual name I know from Square Enix is Tetsuya Nomura. What?
I was gonna say, how do you say that?
Tetsuya Nomura.
Tetsuya Nomura? There's my response to that, sir.
Don't spell Tetsuya Nomura.
No, that's just my response to saying his name. But even though I know I screwed that up.
You don't know who Tetsuya Nomura is, right?
In a sense. You do know my memory lacks memory.
He's the director and artist and everything else for Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy these days.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I thought was interesting about these airplane levels with Tails?
What?
If you shot down a plane with your missiles, if you still hold down the button to use your missiles, you can lock onto the dead airplane and shoot it again.
I just did that actually.
But like you can do it with like every plane in the game. With this level, I just kept tapping the shoot button because that drains the health a lot faster. See?
I'm firing my laser.
And it failed.
I'm firing my laser.
Oh, that's cool. Actually, that's pretty cool. The thing is, with Cyborg in Injustice, when his ultimate attack is literally he shoots a laser in your face and then he magnifies it by 10 just to shoot you again.
Nice.
The egg carrier, where the adventure is almost over.
Alrighty, we're in.
I'm gonna figure out like each character is gonna be like 3 or 4 episodes because they're not really that long.
What's that?
There's no landing.
I didn't develop a landing system. Tails!
It just didn't seem important at the time.
I broke the machine.
I just noticed that it had like an electrical sparking effect
When it landed, yeah.
Yeah, like I had never noticed that before.
Because that's
I mean, that might be in addition to this port of the game, but
no, it was in the original GameCube port.
just not as noticeable.
Yeah, because nobody was really looking at the plane when it was falling, because it's like, oh, there's no landing gear.
Yep. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this part, so, yep, see ya.
Alright.